You're 19 years old, flying a beat-up Cessna 172 over cornfields in rural Mexico. $60 an hour. From sunrise to sunset, you're spraying fungicide over endless fields while trying to convince yourself this is the beginning of a career. Your bank account says otherwise. $3,200. Your engine has failed twice in a month. Your landlord just raised the rent. Every time you land, you're more exhausted than the day before. Then one night, sitting alone in a cantina in Sinaloa, a man you've never seen before sits down beside you. He doesn't introduce himself. He slides a photograph across the table. A runway. Not an airport. A dirt strip carved into the jungle. Then he says 3 words. We need you. You say no. At least at first. But over the next few weeks, something starts happening. Every time your engine coughs in the air, you think about that photograph. Every time you check your bank balance, you think about that photograph. Every time another bill arrives, you think about that photograph. Eventually, the photograph wins. A few months later, you're landing on that same dirt runway at 2:17 in the morning. The cargo is already loaded. Plastic-wrapped packages stacked where passengers should be sitting. Nobody tells you what it is. Nobody tells you where it's going. You're told one thing: fly low. Stay dark. Don't ask questions. When you land, someone hands you $15,000 in cash. You've never seen that much money in your life. You tell yourself it's just one flight. Almost everyone tells themselves that. Almost nobody stops at one. The second run is easier. The third run is easier than that. By the 10th run, you're not nervous anymore. That's when the real danger starts. Because fear used to protect you. Now confidence does the opposite. By 23, you've become a professional. You've flown dozens of missions across Central America. You know where the radar coverage ends. You know which officials can be bribed. You know which routes are worth the risk. You've got a second identity. A mailing address in Belize. Bank accounts scattered across multiple countries. Almost $800,000 hidden away. The funny part. The richer you become, the smaller your world gets. You sleep in safe houses. You avoid cameras. You stop posting online. You stop telling people where you're going. You stop explaining what you do. The money keeps growing. Your freedom keeps shrinking. Then something changes. Not all at once. Slowly. Almost too slowly to notice. People stop asking questions around you. Conversations suddenly end when you walk into a room. You hear stories about pilots who disappeared. Others who got arrested. A few who simply never came back. Nobody talks about them for long. In this business, people are replaced faster than they are remembered. By 27, you've become valuable. Really valuable. You're flying larger aircraft now. Modified planes with extra fuel tanks. Longer routes. Bigger payloads. Bigger risks. You have a co-pilot. A handler. Security watching your movements. One day, they fly you to a ranch in the mountains. The boss shakes your hand. Calls you piloto. Gives you a house. A salary most people would kill for. Everything you've ever wanted seems to be appearing in front of you. And that's exactly why you're trapped. Because by this point, leaving isn't really an option anymore. The money isn't yours. The house isn't yours. The life isn't yours. You just don't realize it yet. By 31, you're living under a name that isn't even your own. Your mother thinks you work construction. Old friends have vanished from your life. Some are dead. Some are in prison. The lucky ones got out early. You weren't one of them. And now the feeling starts. The feeling that somebody is watching. A vehicle that appears too often. A helicopter where it shouldn't be. A message from an unknown number. We know. Just 2 words. But they change everything. You stop sleeping properly. You start checking locks multiple times a night. You change routes. Change phones. Change routines. Trust disappears. And here's the worst part, the paranoia isn't irrational. It's accurate. Because someone really is looking for you. By 34, your face is sitting inside government files. Your name is attached to warrants. Investigators have spent years building cases. The organization that once protected you is protecting itself now. Not you. So they tell you to disappear. Lay low. Wait. You end up in a rented room in Nicaragua. No luxury. No entourage. No bodyguards. Just a folding table, a laptop, and the strange realization that after millions of dollars, dozens of flights, and years of running, you've somehow ended up completely alone. For the first time in years, you think you might actually be safe. Then your screen lights up. A single message appears. No warning. No explanation. Just one line. We know where you are. And in that moment, you realize something. The most dangerous part of this life was never flying below the radar. It was believing you could stay below it forever.